Another day, another summer's dress, one which I actually forgot to feature in last week's mini haul type of thing. This is just another cheap one from Shein. But yeah, let me quickly show you. Super cute, flowy, it's got a little open back detail with crisscrossy ribbon strings. So that's the outfit for the day. I've been up, I've been working, but I thought I would just quickly start this week's vlog as I am off to a nursery. Not a children's nursery, a nursery where they keep all the plants. I feel like I'm really getting into my gardening era. Yesterday I was at my grandma's and she was walking me around her garden and she just has some lovely flowers and she's finding it difficult to like maintain it now, but yeah, there was lovely peonies and loads of stuff that I was like, what's that, can I plant that, can I plant this? So very kindly, Darren's friend who has his own landscaping business, I've basically just asked him for advice on something, I think, and he was like, why don't I meet you at the nursery because he gets trade discount. So I'm off to meet him now and see what we can fill for these planters in the back garden. Don't really know what I'm going to do. I'm hoping that he'll help guide me and lead me in the right direction of things that will be easily maintained, evergreen, look pretty and fill the space properly. So I've been out and I've measured them, and I'm just hoping that we can fill them because this week is the lead up to the first big party of summer. It is Darren's mum's 60th birthday party and fingers crossed the sunshine stays and the storms stay away because a lot is happening. This is the first hosting, proper hosting in this house and I can't wait. So I want everything to be perfect. I want my plants filled so no one drunkenly falls in them. So yeah, let's go and see what we can find. We are home from the garden centre and honestly it was like the best time of my life. Oh, I need my keys. Look at what we got. It literally is insane. Got some alliums, hydrangeas, lavender. There's a few little pots of somewhere in here right at the back, just like kind of placeholders. God, it's so, oh my god. Good morning. It's a couple of days later and I'm not even sure if I will have inserted the clips before this. I'm going to have to look back at them and check the status, but it was interesting. So I got home from the garden centre and I was vlogging, like trying to unpack the car and get the plants out the boot and whatnot, and I don't know if like between the driveway and like the front of the house is like a wind tunnel, but basically my little blue dress, I was carrying plants, carrying the vlog camera, my skirt was over my head, full bum, pants, everything on show in the middle of the street, and I couldn't get it down because my hands were obviously full and I was screaming, and I'm sure the camera was rolling, so I'm not sure if I'll need to look back, but basically I stopped vlogging at that point because it was too windy and I just wanted to get everything in. So when I go home today, I think today I'm going to go pick up the soil, so today maybe we'll plant the plants together, but when I put them in, I've just popped them in the plants in the planter to like see how much I've got to work with and if I need to fill any gaps, and it looks so good. Like, it looks so good and I love looking at the kitchen window and just see the flowers and the purple. It just looks lovely. I don't even think I've told you what I picked up. I picked up some lavender, some alliums, cream hydrangeas, and some, I think it's called pittosporum. I need to double check that, which is basically just like green shrubbery just to fill in the gaps. But I went, so it was R&B Roslyn Nursery that I went to, and it's just like 3 acres of lands of flowers and bushes and trees, evergreens, loads of stuff, and it was unreal. Like, I definitely think I'm coming into my gardening era. That seems to be like a thing at the moment, so I'm rolling with it because I really really like it, and I got a good like trade discount on it, so So yeah, can't complain. I had such a good time, and Connor walked me around, and he's obviously a landscaper, so he was telling me what everything was and if I would want it or not want it, and if it would plant well, or you know, if it would grow too big, how to maintain everything. So it was like having a little tour guide like take me around, which was super helpful. I'm definitely wanting to go back, so I want to get some potted plants to put on like my patio steps and some at the front as well, but that's for another day. Today I am in town. My hair, you don't think you can see it, I'm going to show you a close-up. I'm getting my hair done, and as we know, I am like super grey. Can you see all that grey? Super grey, like it's actually like the worst thing. So I'm getting all that done today, and it's so long, like I've not had it cut in ages, like hello, what the hell is that? So I'm gonna get it all cut, get my layers put back in, my face trim and put back in, and get all my greys covered in time for the party, which is happening in 2 days' time. So I've begun prepping, I've begun like cleaning the house. Even the rooms that no one will be in, I just like to know that the house is like deep cleaned. So I've been doing that, stocking up on some food and snacks and preparing for the party basically. Let's go and get this hair done. Better or better? I am obsessed. I literally love my greys are gone. I just love when all my greys are gone. I just feel so much fresher and I love it. And I got a good like 3 inches cut off the length, that you'll be able to tell from the clip before. It was when I was sitting down and it was wet and my poker straight, it was touching my belly button. Like it was so long, and although I don't use a lot of heat products, I don't use straighteners or curlers or anything on my hair, there wasn't dead ends, but the ends just kind of felt a bit unloved, kind of like just a bit dry. So I just got them all chopped off, and I feel so much better for it. It was getting to a point where my bouncy blow dries just weren't holding because the hair was so thick and heavy. So yeah, taking that extra weight off, getting the layers cut back in, got my bangs cut kind of to like chin level. See them curl under. As I mentioned, we're preparing for the party, and one thing that I have been doing is making flower ice cubes. Now I purchased this, it's rather small, online. I just got it from Amazon, just a clear ice bucket, but the image had like 3 or 4 bottles in it, so this is really disappointing that it's super small, because my plan was to have this clear, meant to be large ice bucket filled with Whispering Angel, and I have made ice cubes which have flowers in them. Let me show you. Like this, how cute are they? Literally just flowers, cut the heads off, put them in ice cube trays, and ta-da! So I've got loads of them, and I thought they would be so cute, just like with the Whispering Angel. Yeah, I've got pink and cream roses in a whole selection, so I think that'll be so pretty once it's like all in situ. But let me quickly go outside and show you my flowers. As I mentioned, they're not properly planted yet, but you'll get the vibe. So already you'll be able to see the difference and how much better these 2 planters look with having flowers in them. Obviously they'll all be raised a little higher because I'll fill it with all soil and stuff. But yeah, so each bed starts and it ends with some lavender, a clump of 3 5-litre pots, and a little bunch of hydrangeas. These alliums, they usually come 1 per pot, but we managed to find 2 pots that had 2 in each. So I'm going to split them and plant one here and here just for balance. This is the one I said was called, yeah, Pittosporum, and it's a midget one, so it won't grow too much, but just enough that it'll grow and fill the gap, and I can just trim it every year. And then another pot of hydrangeas, and then just very similar over here, but less. Although these look sad, I might need to give this a water. What the hell? These looks, are these, I don't even know if these are going to flower or if these are dead already. I have no idea. I'm going to give everything a water. While we're home, I forgot to take my camera, but I met Darren at the shops because I did not feel like being an independent woman today and picking up loads of bags of compost. So I was like, Darren, will you meet me at the shops? So he met me at the shops, and I got six 50-litre bags of topsoil. So hopefully that's enough to get the plants in there and looking half decent. So I'm going to go get changed and I'm going to just crack on with it now. And I just want to get it done. We also went to B&M and picked up tons of stuff at the party, like some outdoor kids games and things like that. So I'll show you what I got, because they had a great selection of just like cheap and cheerful, friendly games for kids to just play and keep them preoccupied. For now I'm going to get changed because I'm absolutely sweating. These puff sleeves are not doing it for me today. There's no breeze going on in here. I'm going to get shorts, t-shirt on, get my new freshly blow dried hair up in a bun and fill these planters. So that first bed went quite well actually. Hard work. Everything's in. I think I'm going to be a little bit short on soil, but that's okay because I can go and top it up. Everything is in bed one, the bigger bed, and yeah, it went pretty smoothly. So I'm going to move on to the second bed. So what I done was I kind of put a layer of the topsoil on the bottom on top of what I put in before. If you watched last 2 weeks vlogs ago, like stone and stuff like that for a bit of drainage. But then just to kind of give it a bit of height, I put some more of that soil as a base, and then I've planted the plants and then soiled around them. So this is what the bed one is looking like. I obviously need to sweep around it and everything, but everything's in. And there's like gaps because this will grow and fill out and stuff. So although it's gappy, it will fill out and be a bit wilder, but I'm happy they're in. So I'm going to do bed number 2, sweep up and then water, give everything a good old drink. Well, your gal has completed the task in hand. Let me show you. So here we have big bed number 1. I'm actually short on soil, so you'll see that like here there's a gap. So I'm going to go buy another couple bags tomorrow and fill in the gap so it's like flush with the border. And these are a bit sad, so I've kind of put in a little stick and I might get some wire just to hold them upright. I don't know if it's just because the soil's a bit low, but they look fabulous. Good morning, it's the next day. I am up and ready. It's raining, so my hair is dyed from its blow dry, so it's back. So we're gonna go to the shop just now and get all our stuff for the charcuterie board. Then I've got my nail appointment, and then it's deep cleaning the house. So I've literally just left it in such a mess. It is like going to be a task and a half. So we'll do that together, and then we'll get everything organised for the party. We're back and the sun has came out just in time for spring cleaning. Oh, this hair needs to go right up. I've had my nails done. Classic French. I've also picked up all my bits for the grazing board. I'm going to stand on this seat because it's quite a lot. So every essential grazing board needs tons of meats, different types of meats. I'll show you, I do a little trick where I put these around a wine glass and it creates a rose. I've got some plain pre-cut cheeses and then some nicer, funner. I got this one, it's a pineapple and almond cheese which I had last weekend and it's amazing. These just go on the table whole, some boursin, just to give some visual elements. Got some dips which I'll put in little dishes and just have them on the table. Obviously crackers, I've got oatcakes in the cupboard. Strawberries and grapes just for filling in some blank spots and adding some colour, against lemons and limes. Got a sweetie section. These are good for like donuts and mallows and popcorn, just for filling in big chunky gaps again. Jelly babies, which are Darren's mum's favourite. Some sweeties for the kids. Some chocolate buttons and some crisps and bits. Some healthy options which will go with some of the hummus. I'll cut up the bread, and then some kind of cold party food just to fill out the space as well. So some sausage rolls, chicken bites, got a pasta which I'll put in a dish, and that's it. So I'm planning on having this table in the middle, this will all go, this in the middle. I've got a cake stand which I'll put her actual big birthday cake on, and then have the rest of the table as a big grazing board. Insert inspo pic here. I've also got some big cling foam which I will wrap the table in just so it's more hygienic. and then I'll probably pop on the ends the ice buckets with the flour ice cubes just for something else a bit visual. But yeah, I think it'll look lovely once it's all done. So I'm going to pop all that away for now and get tidying. The house is a riot. I also have been playing about with some decorations for tomorrow, so I picked up some more fresh baby's breath. This massive hurricane vase. I've got a pillar candle in the middle with a smaller hurricane vase on the inside, and I'm going to stuff baby's breath around the edge and fill it with water just about here. I seen it on TikTok and it looked lovely, so I might incorporate that, and I'll put some candles on these stands in amongst the table as well, just to kind of bring it to life a little. So that's the plan for now. I'm gonna put all the shopping away, and then I am going to just start tidying. I'm gonna dust everything, polish everything, clean all the bathrooms, hoover the entire house, wash all the floors, just make sure all the rooms are neat and tidy. Just in case anyone has a wonder, I just like every room to be perfect. And then we're going to go outside, and because see, once it's been raining, it's so bright, might not even be able to see, but once it's been raining, these slabs, if I stand here, go dirty, and it's really annoying. And there has been some birds pooing on the furniture here and over there, so I'm going to give everything a wipe down as well. Cole also had his hair cut impromptually, didn't you? Show the people your new haircut. Oh my god. Oh my god. So I'm in the main bathroom, and I've not been in here since Monday, because I walked in here on Monday, whoa, and there was a massive spider, this big, in the bath, and I've not been in since because I seen that there was a spider web from the toilet to the bath, and I thought, this spider has been making itself at home in here. Oh my god, I actually feel ill. And I've just went to clean the bath. It's not been used, but there was a big spider mark where Darren squashed the spider. So I've went to wash, and as I've went like that, my hand has went through a massive spider web. So that spider must have been in there overnight, making a home in the bath. I'm gonna have to get Darren to clean that bath because I cannot put my hand back in there. Oh my god, I can actually see it. It was a huge spider, so the web is like really thick white strands. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to wait for Darren to come home, and he's gonna have to do that because that just literally scared the living daylight out of me. Even though there's not a spider there, just that spider web has killed me. So bathroom number 2, Darren can finish this one off for me. God. If you think I am extra with parties, this is Darren ordering a big fridge freezer. Bathroom 3 done, and I can hear Darren having a full-on party to Miley Cyrus. I think he's actually painting the fence. Let's see if he is actually. Here he is. He's not painting the fence, but he's checking out his new fridge freezer. He was like, Rachel, come and check it out. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I know what a fridge freezer is, darling. He's delighted. Okay, the majority of the cleaning has been done. The fence is painted, the grass is hoovered. I brought inside the cushions from outside to clean. I am not going to clean the table or wrap it until Darren has sanded the ceiling, and then I'll quickly just hoover it where he's been. All 4 bathrooms are clean. All the rooms are clean. I've not touched our master room because obviously we're sleeping in it tonight, so I'll do that in the morning. Fridges are stocked. What else? Darren's at Costco right now picking up some like tray bake type of things to put in the oven, pizzas, ice, that sort of stuff. So we'll put that away once he's home, and he's going to bring home a takeaway for us because I am not cooking in that kitchen I have just cleaned. So yeah, everything's looking spick and span, which is very delightful. There's nothing more satisfying. Also, I don't even know if I mentioned this, but Dad has an air conditioning company. He's like the aircon man, knows everything about aircon and refrigeration, and he brought home this contraption. It's a makeshift air conditioning unit which you suspend outside your window, and it takes all the moisture out of the air, and this is obviously a fan, blah 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 blah. And it is very, very, very cool, and we had it in bed last night and the room was lovely and cool. This is just temporary until he installs proper air conditioning, but he's not going to do that until the winter. So this is our makeshift air conditioning unit, which we'll put away for tomorrow, but if it gets too muggy inside, then we'll bring it out. But I mean, it gave us a lovely night's sleep last night. I have never looked so dishevelled. I'll quickly show you the toys that we picked up for the kids. Well, would you like to do a demonstration? So in here is like a giant Connect 4, just bought it off Amazon. In here is like a giant Jenga, just a little bat and ball. These are like little vests that the kids wear, and there's like balls that come with it, and then you have to kind of throw them at each other and aim on the vest. And then we've got a little mini pattern green. Nino's kind of really into golf at the minute, so we got this and got this to set up. So I'm going to set all of this up in the little green area on the grass tomorrow. And I'll link these from Amazon as well if anyone else wants to purchase. I think it's great, and it's great that they come in a little bag so we can pack it all away again and just keep it in the garage. But for now, I shall love you and leave you. I will see you in the morning when the mayhem will begin. I have Louise from That Balloon Girl coming tomorrow to do big balloon art, so I'll show you that, and I'll also link her page as well. Well, we've recovered from the party. It's a few days later, and it took me quite a while to like clean up the mess. The aftermath from that party there was quite a lot, but it's a few days later now. We have recovered, we have cleaned up, and all in all, the consensus was it was a great party. I didn't film anything on the day except the little snippets that I showed you of the table. It was just not hectic, but there was just a lot going on. There was lots of kids here, so they were playing. The only incidents was a broken outside light and a couple marks on my wood table. So I've learnt my lesson that even though I wrapped the table before I put the grazing board on it, things get messy, and I've just learnt my lesson not to do that again. But yeah, everyone had a lovely time, and yeah, the sun was shining, perfect weather. So yeah, I woke up the next day and it was Darren's birthday, so I jumped out of bed early, tried to clean up as much as I could before he got up, and like set a little birthday station of his gifts so that when he came down it kind of looked semi-decent. I was like, just don't look at that mess and just look at your presents. And then we just had a really chill day. We got takeaway. I was going to take him out for dinner for his birthday, but we just wanted to relax. There's flies in here. Just wanted to relax. All in all, it was really well. The next party is in a few weeks, I believe. So now I'm preparing for that party. And then there's one after that, and then that is the end of the hosting. But there's a lot of exciting things coming up. There's a wedding dress shopping day, there's a hen do, there's actually next weekend Darren's away at Silverstone for the F1 and I've got my friend coming to stay with me and we're going to do some DIY things in the house. So hit subscribe if you want to see me tackle a drill and a nail gun and some DIY tips and tricks. I'm hoping to kind of transform the master bedroom for Darren coming home, but we'll see how we get on. I also have the joiners coming back and we're going to start talking dressing room, which makes me excited, so I will share all of that good fun stuff with you when they come round. But for now I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed getting ready for the party with me, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah!